What's up, mamas? It's Kelsey with Mom's Melanated Milk, and today we're going to talk about breastfeeding and returning to work. Moms usually return to work after having their babies. Some moms return a lot sooner than other moms, but it's very important to establish a breastfeeding routine for your baby while you're away at work. It's recommended that moms begin pumping 2 to 3 weeks before returning to work. This is essential for building an adequate milk supply for your baby. Knowing your rights as a breastfeeding mom returning to work is also very important. Mothers who are breastfeeding are protected under the Pump Act, which means that you can pump at work for however long it may take you to express milk, unpaid. The Pump Act also gives guidelines to what appropriate accommodations for a pumping, lactation, expressing milk space looks like, and it does not include a bathroom. It has to be clean. It has to be accessible to you at any time. They also have to provide you somewhere where you can store your milk. I think it's fair that you also have a conversation with your employer before you return to work, just to make sure that adequate accommodations have been made for you. At this point, you can discuss with them what your pumping schedule will be, how frequently you will be taking a break, how long you will be taking a break, and just how they could better support you on your breastfeeding journey. It's the law. I would not recommend, like, if it's a new job, that you go into the interview like, hey, I'm a breastfeeding mom, because although it's illegal to discriminate against lactating mothers, as long as they don't say it and don't document it, it's no way that it could be proven that you were discriminated against. So some stuff I just tell moms to omit until they get to the bag. You feel me? So it's really important that mothers create a realistic pumping schedule while they're at work. It's recommended that mothers pump every 2 to 3 hours, not going more than 4 hours without expressing milk. And when they are pumping or hand expressing or manually pumping their breast and expressing that milk out, they should be doing that for a minimum of 15 minutes. What I see most of the time is moms try to fit their pumping session into 15 minutes. And if you're on the pump for 15 minutes, your break should be a little longer, because during your break, you're not only expressing milk, you're eating, you're drinking water, you're cleaning your pumping parts, you're bagging up your milk, storing it adequately. There's a lot that goes into your pumping break. So telling your employer, oh, I only need 15 minutes to pump, is not realistic, because even though you only need 15 minutes to pump, you need an additional 15 minutes to prepare for pumping and clean up after pumping. So I realistically like to tell moms they need 30-minute breaks minimum to pump. And like I said, the Pump Act protects you for those breaks as long as you are taking unpaid breaks. Some employers have policies that give breastfeeding, lactating moms paid breaks. So it's really up to your company policy, but at the bare minimum, you are protected to take an unpaid break for however long you need to take it for and how frequently you need to take it for. That's the law. If you are anticipating being away from your baby due to returning to work, it's recommended that you introduce a bottle or an artificial nipple around 3 to 4 weeks postpartum after birth. You want to wait until that 3-week mark to avoid nipple confusion. And nipple confusion is just when your baby will prefer the artificial nipple over your breast nipple. And that's usually due to babies liking the instant gratification of getting the milk from the artificial nipple, whereas when we latch them onto our breast, it's a little bit of a delay and a letdown before they get the milk. So you want to definitely start introducing those artificial nipples around week 3 to 4, so that your baby is actually taking the bottle by the time that you return to work. Returning to work can be very stressful for mothers. It's a lot going on. You separated from your baby. You still have that hormonal imbalance. I like to encourage moms, especially postpartum moms, to take their pump breaks. Like I said, the law protects you for however frequent, for however long. If you need 10 seconds to breathe because you are getting overstimulated, very frustrated, very short-tempered at work, tell them you got a pump. It's your business. You're in a secluded area. Can't nobody see you. They can't tell you whether you were pumping or not. But that is a part of your mental health and mental stability. If you need a break, take it because the law protects you. And just creating a stress-free environment at work, knowing your triggers. I like to tell moms when they return to work to bring some sort of item with their baby scent on it. That helps milk production. It helps them regulate their hormones as well. So it's just a lot that goes into it, but give yourself grace returning to work. It's a very hard transition, especially as a breastfeeding mom. But because you are a breastfeeding mom, you literally have the perfect excuse to take a break, and you need to take full advantage of the Pump Act and the laws that protect you as a breastfeeding mom. Breastfeeding moms should also communicate with the caregivers of their baby how to properly store breast milk, how to properly unthaw breast milk, how to prepare breast milk. This is crucial because we don't want the milk being exposed to any pathogens that could cause it to spoil or get the baby sick. So proper handling of breast milk is important. Informing your caregivers or your care team or your support team about your baby's feeding schedules. If you're noticing that your baby is going through a growth spurt and feeding more frequently, this is all the things that you should communicate with the person that's caring for your child and the person who will be feeding your child. It's very crucial that they understand everything that goes on with milk. And if you just got to take a couple extra seconds to explain it every morning to them so they know, take those extra couple seconds because it will make a difference. If you have any additional questions about breastfeeding and returning to work, I recommend that you check out my 170-page comprehensive breastfeeding guide, which you can download directly off my website, which I will link in the description box below. If you are enjoying this breastfeeding education series, definitely subscribe to this channel, like this video, and share it with your friends. I'm building you guys a playlist. We are on video number 6. I'm trying to get to 7 videos before I take a break and reset and give you guys more information. So thank you so much for watching, mamas, and I will see you guys in my next videos. Peace.